Hi everybody. Well, it's another dreary rainy day here in Southern Oregon, but tomorrow there's no rain, and it may even be in the mid-50s tomorrow in the afternoon, so that's a change of pace. Yesterday I felt like I was a slug all day. Today I've graduated to being a snail. I'm taking it easy, doing cooking and everything that I need to do, but taking it easy, lots of emails. So I thought, well, dinner's over, the dishes are done. Riley has a new bone to play with, so let me see if I can make another video. I got 3 new packages today, and I think they're all books. So let me quickly get on to it. I hope everybody's doing fine. I hope you're having better weather than we are. But this is typical weather for us in Oregon in January and February, because we don't get much summer rain, if any at all sometimes. And so we need to get these winter rains, which bring snow to the mountains, and the snow in the mountains fills the creeks and the streams and the lakes and the mountains and keeps us healthy and happy with water all summer long. So we need that. Okay, so the first book I got today is, I just ordered this like 2 days ago, is the Gypsy Oracle cards. And I just covered these cards in a video the other day. Let's see, I get close here. There are only 2 books in English for these cards, for the Sibylla Gypsy Oracle cards. The others are all in other languages. And this is a handbook for interpreting the Sibylla della Zingara by M. Jacqueline Murray. And it says, this book is carefully researched and insightful guide to the meanings and interpretation of the Gypsy Oracle cards. While being respectful of the traditional meanings, this book provides expanded modern definitions to help the readers today's questions about love, relationships, family, work, business, and career. This book will help both beginners and experienced card readers to develop a deeper understanding of the insights that the Gypsy Oracle cards reveal. So let's see what it says here. Okay, so it gives you a page on each card. I think this is the book where she also went back and did research and found out what the original meanings of the original cards were, because these cards go back to the 1800s. And I think she did this. Let's see here. Okay. And there's one other book in English, but it's only more of a beginning type book. It's never finished. It started the book, but I don't know why, but it's not a complete book. And it's also very expensive. I don't know, I think you can maybe buy a used one for $40-something. That's what I saw, but this sounded like the one that was the best one. And I was at Tom Benjamin's site and watching him demonstrate his way of sorting the cards and his meanings of the cards from what the original was. And he recommended 2 books. And of the 2, he recommended this one more than the other one. So this is the one I got. So let's see here. Okay. Okay, she says, for example, a doctor or scholar is not necessarily a male person as depicted on the card, but rather a person who has the attributes or plays the role of a doctor or a scholar. That doesn't mean that a card never represents a male or female in a reading, but rather it doesn't limit the interpretations to the gender or the other. So it'll be interesting reading this. And then she has a thing here about straight and reverse card interpretations here. But then it looks like she covers every card. Like here she's got 2 pages on the child alone. Here we go. 2 pages on that. And she has suggestions for love, work, or health, advice, location in a crossbreed. So she talks about how you interpret it based on its location in particular spreads, and reversed. And then she talks about other card systems, like the Vera Sibylla, which has diamonds and trumps. They have the trumps like playing cards. I have that deck too, so it'll be interesting. Yeah, but each card has its own 2 pages to spare. Yeah, so there's a picture of the card. So that's good. This is a book I might be putting a lot of those tags. I bought some of those little tags that I saw Simon Harrison using on his, and I found them on Amazon, so I bought a whole slew of them because you can put them on the pages to mark the pages, but they don't mark the pages like as a permanent marker would. So they come off easily, but you can put all these different colors on and make notes for yourself for different pages, and they're coming in very handy for me. Oh yeah, so this is, it covers each one of those cards. I think there's 52 cards maybe in this deck, and there's a page, 2 full pages for each card. Yeah. Okay, and then there are card spreads here, so. And then she tells about how to shuffle the cards, reading with intention. And there's a cross spread that she talked about. Just the 5. Well, I know it as a 5-card spread. So, 1, 2 future references. Oh, this is different, yeah, than what I do. So I'll have to try that one. And then she has a 7-card spread here. But again, it's different than a 7-card spread I know. So I'll use these spreads for this deck and the other one. And she talks about descriptions of card positions, interpretations, suggested use. And then she has a 9-card spread. So there's a lot in here to start with. Oh, and here's some more. 5 different 5 and 3-card spreads. Okay, so that looks like this is going to be, oh, there's a big relationship spread. Wow. Big spread. So this looks like it's going to be a very good book, at least for me. Okay, so the next package was, this is the Aleister Crowley book that I've already marked. See, these are the tags I was talking about. I got this the other day. And there's a lot of different Crowley books around, and I remember someone saying, and I mentioned it the other day when I was talking about the Crowley deck, someone asked how you best to learn the Crowley deck, and he said, you have to buy all the books to try to finally understand it. I don't know if I'll ever get through all the books, but I do have a couple. But this one is Tarot Divination. So let's see, and I think this was a used book because it's sort of bent here, so it either got bent in shipping. It looks like a new book. Yes, this came from England. It's got the thing on here. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, the cards of the Tarot. Yeah, this is information that I have never known before, so I'm going to be spending a lot of time figuring this out. Because he says the titles of the symbols. The Ace of Wands is called the root of the powers of fire. So basically, he's explaining in a different way that the cups are water, that the swords are mental or air, and the pentacles are earth. So he just explains it. He calls them fancier names. The Ace of Swords is called the root of the powers of air. So, and then he talks about the court cards as well. And then he talks about the lords with the different cards. So the 5 of Swords is the Lord of Defeat. The 6 of Swords is the Lord of Earned Success, etc., etc. So it's like keywords, basically. So, well, there's a lot in here, I think, to start with. It doesn't look like it's going to be too complicated to read and understand because it's basically information that we have from the Rider-Waite in terms of the suits. But he also then goes on to explain the figures in the cards. So let's see. And this is something that I don't know, where he gets into these other things. He has charts here called Herein Are Resumed the Special Characteristics of the 4 Court Cards of the Suits. So there are all these interesting charts in here as reference points. And then here's the 36 deacons. Now, I don't know what that means because I don't know. It's about zodiac, so it has to be about astrology. I don't know that much about astrology. My interest in astrology is like the most basic things. Basics. Yeah, so Okay, well, there's a lot in here. Okay. It's funny, it's not that big a book. It's 66 pages, but there's a lot of information in there. Okay, very good. Got some good reading material to keep me busy late at night. Now, let's see, here's one that I haven't opened. I wonder if this is that keywords one. Get my knife out here. Notice one of the cards that I pulled yesterday is on the floor. Okay. Oh, I'll read it now. Since this card fell out yesterday, I didn't realize it fell out, so I guess the universe wants us to see this. This is the card from my June's Road to Ascension cards that came out yesterday. I'll read it here while I open the package. It says, reaction is a knee-jerk effect off of a circumstance. Response is an assessment of the situation in order to take appropriate action for a desired outcome. The master is one who has learned to respond. So, again, I'll read it one more time. Reaction is a knee-jerk effect off a circumstance. Response is an assessment of the situation in order to take appropriate action for a desired outcome. The master is the one who has learned to respond. Oftentimes we have knee-jerk reactions when we are hurt and we don't want to feel. We don't want to feel that. And I don't want to feel that that person betrayed me. I don't want to feel that that person judged me. I don't want to feel it. So we get a knee-jerk reaction. I was like, make that go away. Make that go away. I don't want to look at that. I don't want to feel that. Yeah. But if we don't feel it, you know what? The soul will just keep pounding it at us in another circumstance until we learn how to feel it, because that's why we're here. What we take in our cellular memory is our feelings. That's what gets put into our soul, and it goes with us. No hearses have luggage on top. The only luggage we have is what we have within our cellular memory when we leave. Oh, Tarot Secrets. This is covering what I'm going to cover today. That's very interesting that this would arrive today, because let me see if I can find it here. Okay. Now, I have an early copy of what will later be called the Enchanted Tarot, and this is the Enchanted World by Amy Zerner and Monty Farber. And I got this, and I did a review on this. I did a review video on this a while ago, because I got this at an auction site, at a charity auction site with a bunch of other things. But I got a book today that, because I didn't, no book came with this, by the way. I mean, maybe originally it did, but it didn't come when I got it on that auction site. But I got this book here. I saw this online the other day. I went to their site and I found that they did have a book. And this is called Tarot Secrets, or Tarot Secrets, a fast and easy way to learn a powerful ancient art, by Amy Zerner and Monty Farber. So let's take a quick look at this. Oops. What is this here? I guess it's just my, yeah, it's just a standard shipping thing on the book. Okay. So let's see. So I'm gonna open my box of the Enchanted Tarot, which is the newer version of it today, and I'm gonna go through those cards with you. So there's an introduction, and then there's something here called Secrets for Choosing Your Tarot Deck. And there's some pictures of cards. Oh yeah, it's a pretty book. And here's Secrets for Shuffling, Cutting, and Asking Your Deck Questions. Well, I need that information. Yeah, I think that would work for me. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, because I have never had any lessons on how to do this, so I'm watching what other people are doing online. And then they have the cards of the major arcana, and again they have pictures of their cards. And they have the upright and the reversed on the cards. And they have this in all the cards, but you can see that just pretty with all these pictures. It's a really lovely book. Oh my. Yeah, let's see yeah, it just goes through the whole deck here. And then they have the 12 master spreads. And then there's a thing here that said how to do a multi-card reading. How to do a multi-card reading. And then they have the 12 master spreads. Okay, they're not showing them here, but they are explaining them. Let's see if they show them. Oh yeah, I think they do, yeah. Mind, body, and spirit. Law of attraction. There's one called the Law of Attraction. And then there's a past, present, future spread, which is 4 cards horizontally. And then there's the chakra spread. This is a chakra spread, I think that's it here, the chakra spread. Try to figure out, get it right here. Oops, I guess I have to go over here. Ta-da! Trying to get it straight in the camera can be a challenge at times. Okay. Let's see, one of these days I'll get the camera really figured out. I keep trying, I keep trying. And there's a horseshoe spread. I won't go over everything, but as you can see, there's a lot of information in here. And they do samples of Tree of Life spread. Looks like a 11 card spread. There's a lot of spreads in here with explanations about them. Nice little book, very nice book. Okay, I've certainly amassed quite a library of books that I hope I will have the time to read before I pass this plane. Okay, so we are going to open the Enchanted Tarot. Looks like it comes in a very nice box. And this is their 25th anniversary edition. I've had this for a while, but I have so many decks that I've been waiting on to do videos with. Oh, look, nice heavy box. Opens this way. You can hear how heavy this box is. And then inside we have what looks like a good book here. Okay, this is empty. This is empty here. But it's supporting the book here. And then we have a big, beautiful deck. Wow. Much bigger than the cards in the original one that I have. Okay. Well, let me put this off to the side here. Let's take a look at the book. It's a very substantial book. In fact, I'm wondering if I even needed the Tarot Secrets. Well, I'll find out once I start reading it. So. The writing is a little small for my eyes. I'll have to just get my other glasses on. But I think it's the same information. It looks like it's the same information in that book I just bought. Yes, and they have spreads right away. Now here they have spreads right away. The first one I think they're giving you is the here we go. Yeah. This is a spread here. And then the next one they give is the Celtic spread. The Celtic cross spread. And then they show it with the cards in place. And then they cover the major arcanas. Oh, I see. So they give you, like, for instance, they say the Fool, then they give you a stone that goes with it. The stone is turquoise. Plant is peppermint. Note is E. Astrology is Uranus. And color is pale yellow. So you have a whole chart there with these things. I hope I'm not getting too much glare here. But it does have things that the other book doesn't have, I believe. And then it goes on and has, you know, page of each of the cards and text for the cards. I love it when they give you the colored cards to look at, because while you're looking at them, you can get the whole emotional reaction from the artwork as you read the card. I mean, the cards are just really beautiful. I mean, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, well, let's go and take a look at the cards. Wow. And then in the back, it's interesting. They just have all of the cards just by themselves. If you just wanted to have a quick look at the cards, they have page after page of all of the cards in the deck in color without any text or writing. That comes in handy as a quick reference sometimes. I like that. Very, very, very nicely done. Okay, so let's open this package and take a look at these cards. It's interesting, they're quite long. Let me see if I can find the other ones. I'm just going to get one of the other the original cards out to show you a difference in the sizing on them. Okay. Now here's the original card, an original card, and this is this. And so this is the backing of both of them. So I'll hold them this way. And you can see the new cards are kind of enormous compared to the old ones. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so let's start here. And I'm going to go through these quickly. Let's see. Oh, it's interesting because they're colored. Oh, I like that all the little edges are different. Look at the colors in there. The different suits and things have different colors. Very nice. Okay, and then of course you saw the back already. So, I hope this is going to work out well here, otherwise I'll have to redo it because I'm trying not to get the glare. So I'm just going to go through them fairly quickly. Fool. The Magician. It's hard to get them close and still give you a good shot of it because they're so long. High Priestess. They're so beautiful. I don't mind the borders on these at all because they're such an integral part of the whole card. I mean, love the lovers as ballet dancers. Very romantic. The Chariot. Yeah, I'm going to probably have to do a video comparing both sets to see if the artwork is exactly the same. Strength. Oh, I like the Hermit card. Very nice. You often don't see a Hermit card where he's living amongst abundance like that in a beautiful garden. You know, he's usually off in the mountains where nothing much grows, or coming out of a cave. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. The Hangman. Death. Temperance. Interesting Devil card. Very nice Tower card. Star. I like the Moon card. It's a smiling man in the moon and sweet little dog down there. That's a really pretty card. And the Sun card too. It's another happy card. Judgment. The World. It's interesting, the wands they chose to use ochre rather than red or orange. Yeah, it definitely does not follow the Rider-Waite art in these wands so far. So it's going to be interesting to read their explanations of them. Four of Wands. Five of Wands. Now the Eight of Wands does have the feeling of the Rider-Waite with the wands flying through the air at great speed. Nine of Wands. And again, the ten of Wands as well has that feeling of burden, carrying the burden, real heavy burden with all the heaviness of the wands. And then we have the Princess of Wands, which I guess would be equivalent to the Page of Wands in the Rider-Waite. And the Prince of Wands. The Queen of Wands. That has a very Victorian feel to it, doesn't it? Yeah. King of Wands. Now we come to the swords. Ace of Swords. I almost had to hold it sideways to get the whole card in there. And we have the Two of Swords. Again, very different than the Rider-Waite. Three of Swords. Four of Swords. Very intriguing artwork in these cards. Colors, patterns. Five of Swords. I like the Six of Swords very much. Very similar in terms of the Rider-Waite with the same feeling of moving away, leaving one life and going to another, finding new land, new journeys. Yeah, it's a beautiful card. We have the Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Yeah, yeah, very different than Rider-Waite. Nine of Swords. I mean, the figure is in repose with the swords behind them, which is very different than Rider-Waite. Ten of Swords. Similar in a way to the Rider-Waite. It looks like loss somehow. And then we have the Princess of Swords here. Yeah, some of these cards are very Victorian in feeling. Look at that with the lace and the outfits. Very Victorian. And then we have the Prince of Swords, which obviously is the Knight. And more lace with the Queen. I bet my daughter would love this deck. She always loved anything that was Victorian. King of Swords. For my 40th birthday, my husband bought me a Victorian dollhouse and a set of roller skates, which was so cute. And my daughter picked out the dollhouse. I would have picked out an 18th century colonial, but she picked out the Victorian because she loves Victorian houses. Okay, so we have here Ace of Hearts. Ah, the Two of Hearts is very sweet. I love the swans. Gorgeous. Three of Hearts. Four of Hearts. Five of Hearts. Oops. Interesting that shows broken hearts there, right? Yeah, fives are often not the best numbers. But then we have the Six of Hearts. So like the nostalgia card, huh? And the Seven of Hearts. And we have the Eight of Hearts. And the Nine of Hearts. Ten of Hearts. And then we have the Princess of Hearts. The Prince of Hearts. And again, a very Victorian decorated Queen of Hearts. And the King of Hearts. So I gather that the hearts are obviously the cups. Let's see here, Ace of Pentacles. Again with the suitable green borders. Two of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. People working together. 4 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. A little bit Rider-Waite-ish there. It looks like she's in gardening clothes, or he's in gardening clothes. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Definitely not showing the crafts person. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Interesting with the Ten of Pentacles. Very opulent residence there. Sort of like old family money. And the Princess of Pentacles. And the Prince of Pentacles. And we have yet another very Victorian looking Queen of Pentacles. And lastly, we have the King of Pentacles, who doesn't look Victorian at all, looks rather Roman. King of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see. What would these be like to try to shuffle them? Oh my goodness. I mean, how would you shuffle these? Certainly couldn't shuffle them this way. So I guess you would have to, I don't think I have any decks. I have some decks that are longer, but I don't think I have any that this long. Okay, this is the way to shuffle them, I guess. Let's see. Oh yeah, it works. It works. So, not used to it, but certainly could do it. Oops, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh goodness. Okay, well that's gonna take a little practice. Let's gonna do a little practice. Oh dear. Oh. Well, I'll probably tend to use the older deck more for readings. We'll see. Because I don't know. Can you shuffle? Can you do? Oh dear, I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't think I could riffle shuffle these. No, I don't think I can riffle shuffle them. I don't think I can get a proper hold on them to do that. No, I know. It's going to have to be me learning this. Okay. You hear the term, more than she can handle? More than she can handle. Okay. Well, never too old to learn, or at least attempt to learn, right? Never too old to learn. The only way to try to stay alive and stay young and vibrant is just to challenge yourself and try to learn new things and laugh at yourself. It's so good when you can laugh at yourself, really. I mean, think of the alternative. Otherwise you'd be miserable. Better to laugh. I remember a long time ago reading about a person. It was a gentleman who cured himself of cancer in like 3 months. All he did was watch comedy sitcoms and anything related to comedy, anything that would make him laugh. He just laughed and laughed and laughed, and he healed himself of cancer, and he swears that's how he got rid of his cancer. So keep laughing, everybody, because the world's a little crazy right now. And I think 2020 is going to be very interesting. That's putting it mildly. So hang on tight and enjoy the ride. It's all for growth and interesting journeys to talk about. in the future. Well, I think that's it for me for today. We've seen 3 interesting books and a new deck, which also has a very good book for it, and a challenging for me to try to figure out how to do that. So I thank you so much, as always, for coming in and spending some time with me and my silliness and whatever I'm offering. So if you like the fact that I bother to take time to make videos, please hit the like button when you leave, and leave any commentary with anything you want to say, good or constructive or anything. It's always good to hear from you. I just love the people who visit here and come in and chat a bit with me. I love it. So take care, my beautiful, beautiful friends. You have a wonderful evening, a wonderful week, a wonderful year, and a wonderful life. And as always, be really good to yourself. Take care. I love you so much. Namaste, everybody.